All right, guys, it is go time. So let me get arranged here and then I will. So I want to talk to everybody tonight. I'm gonna share my screen here. And what I'd really like to talk to everybody about tonight is what has been happening with our affiliate program. I know there's been a lot of buzz around, a lot of excitement around the affiliate program. So I want to make sure that everybody's on the same page about how everything is going to work here. So let me do this a little bit differently because I think I'm trying to get the right control. I'm going to stop sharing here for 1 second. We'll make sure we got the controls set up perfectly. And I want to record this.
Recording in progress.
Awesome, guys. So once again, welcome, man. Appreciate every single one of you for being here. Take some time out of your busy evenings or your busy days. I know we have people on from all over the world. And what I know is that there's been quite a bunch of a bit of buzz created and some questions generated about what's going to be happening with the affiliate program. So I know, as you guys saw, Mr. Dave Track put out an announcement to everyone with some dates attached to it. The affiliate program is going to be launched here, actively launched here towards the end of the month. I know a lot of people got excited about that, and then they heard us say some things about why we thought that this was going to be the next huge explosion that was going to happen here in Sosana. And a bunch of people started asking questions. You know, how do I do this? How do I do that? What is the affiliate program? What's included? How do I make money? What's the difference between basic and print? So I just figured I would put together something for you guys so we could get a lot of those questions answered. So let me share my screen, and then we're going to go through the affiliate program at a high level, just so you can have a better understanding. And I will tell you that everything I'm going to show you guys, right? You can go get all these things from the light paper. If you want to get a better understanding, which I believe would be helpful to you in terms of setting yourselves up and understanding what's happening here. So let me kind of set some of this and move some things around the screen so I can see, and I think we'll be good from there. So hopefully you guys can see this and we can get going and we can actually talk about what's happening here with the Sosana affiliate ecosystem. I think the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is the best way I think to look at this, if you will. You know, it's easy because it's going to be a very involved ecosystem and it's going to continue to grow. Right now, let's kind of separate it in our minds into two pieces. And these are the two pieces we'll focus on for the purpose of this presentation: the community hub piece and then Sosana School, right? Because these are two areas where I know we've kind of generated some questions, also some excitement, especially for those of you who are looking to be instructors and things of that nature. So let's kind of just take it a piece at a time, and then we'll go through how you can make money here and earn more tokens, and also what should you be doing right now. Those are the three things I'm going to cover. So first of all, the community hub, right? So when you become an affiliate, you're going to have an opportunity to be a part of Sosana, the ecosystem. A huge part as our community hub, where you're involved in token nominations, voting, airdrops from challenges and promotional campaigns. We're gonna have a lot of engagement, right? This isn't just sign up as an affiliate and so you just signed up so somebody else could make some overrides and that was it. And I've seen those programs before. No, this is the mind of Dave Track. This is very involved. The vision here was to create this incredibly all-encompassing community where we could actually learn together, grow together, and prosper together. So that was kind of the whole thought process of creating a place where you could do that. You could do it at your own pace. You could do it safely, right, in a KYC community, if you will. And you could actually come out of this community far better than you felt like you were when you were going into it. So certified instructors and Wild Gadget Learner, we're gonna cover that piece. Early signals from verified profiles and tokens, scam protection. That was important for us to have a directory where we made sure that it was a KYC environment, so you knew when you were dealing with people who you were dealing with, right? That they were actually who they said they were and not pretending to be someone else. And the ability to search and filter the directory to connect with verified members and other crypto line vendors, etc. So this was an important part for us, and you're going to have the access to be able to do all that. Now, for the purpose of the cost, because I know somebody had asked me this on Telegram, they're like, well, how does it work, guys? As you can see, I just put up the entire pricing model because I wanted you to understand that we're going to have members. We're going to have token projects that are going to want to be a part of our community, pre-launch token projects that want to be a part, KOL, which is key opinion leaders, right? That want to actually connect with our community. They'll be able to join as long as we're KYCing them. We know who they are. Vendors that are going to want to connect, right? Which is going to be something where, again, we'll actually take a look at these guys before they're able to connect. And then role-based badges, which that's going to be something that we'll get into in a future installment, if you will, of this. And then instructors. And this is a big question for a lot of people about instructors. So what we're going to focus on tonight, or for the purpose of this video, if you're watching this and you're not watching it live, are the top and the bottom pieces. So the basic, the premium, and the lifetime founder positions and what they cost. And you can see a basic affiliate is $129 annually, and then $79 a year to renew that. Premium affiliates can be $249 and $149 renewal. But to become a founder, it's only $99 one time. And as a founder, you are going to have the premium affiliate access, plus some other cool things that we've got planned for you for the future. And you will never need to pay a renewal. So there's going to be a lot of value pushed in to being a founder. And I'm going to talk about it here in a second. So keep that in your mind. And then obviously also I'm going to talk about when we talk about the Sosana school, we're going to talk about the side of it, about learning, but also about potentially becoming an instructor, if that is what you have in your mind. I know it's not in everyone's mind, but if that is what you have in your mind, we're going to talk about that as well. So guys, with that said, guys, let's kind of get into this and talk about it. First of all, a founder, lifetime founder with Sosana. If you are on this webinar right now, or you are seeing this prior to us launching, this should be your goal, right? I mean, hopefully there's nobody that's saying, I don't want to be found. You don't have to be, but I'm telling you, when we show you all the different things that are included, not to mention if you go to the light paper, you can see some of the things that are going to be coming in, 2.5 and 3.0. You want to be a founder, right? You want to have access to this entire community because it's going to be incredibly valuable for your development in the crypto community space. Also, of course, in the Sosana space, and also for you to be able to improve yourself to a point that you can really benefit from some of the potential wealth opportunities that exist in the crypto world, right? So you want to be a founder. And the way that we're doing this is that once we launch the affiliate program at the end of this month, there's going to be, the founders are going to be in one of two categories, right? Anyone who joins as a founder in the first 48 hours will be a founder. So, initially we had thought about just opening this up to the first 1,000 people enrolled. We saw how big our Telegram community started getting, and a lot of people started expressing a lot of angst to us, saying, "Oh man, now it's a fast finger contest again." Like I've been here, but what if 1,000 people are faster than me? And you're right. So we got rid of that, right? What we're going to do is, if in the first 48 hours, anyone who's signing up as an affiliate will have the opportunity to become a founder. Everyone within the first 40 hours. I don't care if it's 100 people or 100,000 people, right? If they sign up in that first 40 hours, they'll have the opportunity to become a founder. Now, if at the end of that 48 hours, let's say by some miracle, and I doubt this will happen, but let's say by some miracle, there's less than 1,000 enrollees, like there's 900, then the founders program will still be available to the next 100 and then capped at 1,000. So as many as come in the first 48 hours, or the moment we get to 1,000 after 48 hours, that will be the end of that founders program. That's how we have it set up. So if anybody's wondering, did they miss it? I've had some people text me, did I miss it? Am I out as a founder? No, you haven't missed it. So now you understand this should be your goal. Now, to be a founder, as you showed on the previous screen, $99 in Sosana tokens will get you in as a founder. There will never be a renewal required, and you're going to receive special benefits and access in a Sosana community. So you'll get the same things I'm going to show you in a moment as a premium affiliate, obviously for a lot less cost for you, and never having to pay a renewal, right? So for years and years and years to come, this is setting you up for years and years and years to come. That's great. But also, we've got some other things as we roll out additional aspects of this, as we begin to really start to build our ecosystem into the future. We're going to always keep in mind about the founders, because they were the people that were here first that allowed us to create the foundation to get it started. And we're always going to come up with new, access and new reward systems that'll be for founders. So there's going to be a continuous benefit for perpetual benefit, if you will, for being a founder. So I wanted everybody to understand that. Now, what's included in the different tracks for affiliate program, I'm going to show you that here in a second, but I wanted to provide you with this legend that will explain some of the things you'll see. The check mark means include available. X obviously means not included. If you see this lock here, it means that you have to have a certain amount of tokens required, admin approval, directory specific feature, limited verified, phase 2.5 feature not planned yet. So again, because we're rolling out phase 2.5, so close, if you will, to phase 2.0, we're showing you some of the features that are going to be there near down the road. But guys, I promise you, even that doesn't really do justice to some of the things that David Track has planned here. And it's been kind of great for us on the inside to see some of the other things that are coming. This is going to be the coolest community out there in crypto. This is going to be a place where everybody's going to want to be. And remember, to be there, they're going to have to buy Sosana tokens, right? So that's going to help to really, really stabilize and drive buy pressure into our token, which is why I'm saying anybody that's watching this live or watching this early, you are in a very, very privileged place. So I broke this, so we had to break this up into a few sections because they wouldn't fit all on one screen. But you can see basic, premium, and founder. $50 of Sosana, in your Sosana is going to be required for you to participate in a lot of things. Okay, so yes, there is there are tokens required. The social links are there. The website optional handle stuff is there. But here's where it starts to get a little different. I want to point to some of the X's. And again, don't get stressed out if you're trying to read this all right away or write this. It is being recorded, and you can go to the white paper, the light paper, and you can look at all this, right off of Sosana.io. You can look at this, study it, understand it, formulate questions, etc. So I just want you to understand some of the differences, though. So no extended social links if you are just at the basic affiliate level. Again, everybody watching this live, you guys are going to be founders, so you don't have to worry about that. But later on, people seeing trying to figure out the difference between basic and premium. No extended social links at the basic level. Cover banner background will not exist at the basic level. Clearly at the premium and founder. AMA and video uploads, no for at the basic affiliate level. Customizable CTA buttons, call to action buttons, no for the basic affiliate. So I know people have asked questions. What is the difference between basic and premium? Hopefully you guys are starting to get and understand some of the differences. So it's starting to make a little bit more sense to you. Okay, now full media uploads will be available at premium and founder, not for basic. Video banners, not available for basic. But even as I say not available, think about all the things we talked about right now. CTA buttons, full media uploads, video banners. These are all the things I think a lot of people had no idea that they were going to have available to them once they actually got into this community as an affiliate. This is really exciting. Hopefully you're starting to see there's been an immense amount of work that's been happening behind the scenes to put all these different pieces and these things together so that we can build this true interactive, learn together, grow together, prosper together community, right? So this is a really, really all-inclusive thing. I'm very excited to be working with David Track and kind of get a peer into his mind, advertising access, public dashboard toggles. You'll be able to respond to reviews, depending on what level you are. It's not available for basic, but it will be at the premium level, founder level, etc. BTB response tools and BTB resolution tools, guys. BTB is the Better Token Bureau. So you think about this idea of the Better Business Bureau, where people will say, hey, there's this business. I've never heard of it, but I want to actually do some research to see, if they're a legitimate business, if there's complaints, if there's a lot of positive comments, etc. They go to the Better Business Bureau, right? The Better Token Bureau is going to be run by Sosana. So people will have the ability to go into the Better Token Bureau to be listed there. There'll be an open thing where people can talk about. They can put in reviews. They can actually put in complaints. Obviously, the businesses are listed there will have the ability to respond to the complaints, so they can actually be resolved if they're legitimate or not legitimate, et cetera, et cetera. But imagine when it becomes second nature for people around the world to say, hey, I'm thinking about getting involved with a particular token. And it's like, yeah, but you know what you got to do before you get involved with any token. You got to go check the BTB. And that is a Sosana property, right? That is branded as a Sosana property. and people are going to want it when they realize it's going to be all these different avenues that people will actually utilize, and they're going to come in through and learn about Sosana and want to become a part of it. And again, to become a part of it, they're going to have to utilize our tokens to become a part of it, and that's going to put a lot of buy pressure in. Guys, this is going to be so incredibly cool as this is all rolling out. So again, those are some of the things that are available there. Obviously, resolution tools won't be available for people at the basic level, but there's going to be host badge eligibility, AMA calendar access, CRM dashboard access. That will be an upgrade if you're basic. It's included if you're going to be premium or founder. But if you're not, if you want a CRM, you're going to have to actually, as a basic, you'll have to pay for that. So I'm trying to give you guys some differences, so you can make the decision of which level makes the most sense for you. Again, if you're listening to this right now live, you're going to be a founder. But as you explain this to people later, you want to let them know some of the differences. Forum topic creation will not be available for basic, but it is available for premium and for founders. Being able to pin comments, etc., won't be available. So hopefully you guys are starting to get a real sense of what's going on. And finally, I think the most important thing on this page is one-time payment option, only available for founders, right? Will not be available, obviously, for basic or premium affiliates. This will never come back, guys. So this is one of those rare opportunities where if you're hearing about this now, you just happen to be fortunate. You're hearing about it first before everybody else. And we decided to reward the people that were here first, because we know that Sosana is our community, right? So you guys are part of the community first. You trusted us first. You kind of decide to pay attention first and get involved first. You get rewarded first. And in this case, not just rewarded first, but get rewarded forever. So that's really cool. Now, Sosana School, right, which is the LMS, the learning management system. You got the digital learning books here, but where you can learn about blockchain and tokens and wallets and all these types of things, guys. This is a very exciting part of what we're doing here. When you become a Sosana affiliate, is that you'll be able to take advantage of our LMS, our learning management system. It'll be very cool, right? So for learners, you can access the LMS. Holding at least $50 in Sosana, right? So that just proves that you're not watching, but you're participating. Courses are going to have topics like wallet setup and DeFi basics, security, scams and safety, tokenomics and liquidity, launch planning, team building, DAO logic, real world marketing, exchange strategy, and that's just the beginning, because you remember that we're going to have some incredible instructors I'm going to talk about here in a second. So there's going to be a lot of content that is going to continuously be created and added here. And it's going to give you the opportunity, no matter what level you are when you step in here, or what level you believe you are when you step in here, there's going to be an opportunity for people to sincerely learn and grow. There are a lot of people involved in crypto that don't know anything about crypto. I applaud you for that, by the way. I applaud you. When I first got involved in crypto, I knew nothing about it. The only thing I kind of started to see, though, is that this was the space to play in. I saw the level of wealth that was being created, and I said, I don't know what they're doing over there, but I'm going to go over there and I'm going to figure it out. And I didn't have this. I didn't have a Sosana school. I wish I did. I wish I had a safe community that I could have joined, right? And I could have learned at my own pace. From people that were better than me, that weren't trying to scam me, right? I wish I did. I didn't have that. Got scammed, got scammed, got the T-shirt to prove it kind of thing. But he did, never got on the bench, never got out of the game, and here we are. So for those of you who have been around for a while, you're going to really appreciate this community that we're setting up. For those of you who have never, who this is the first thing you've ever seen, you have no idea how fortunate you are that your first project that you ever got yourself involved with was a project like this. There are people who would kill to be you because they've had to go through some rough waters to get here. But thankfully for you, you're here. So that's pretty cool. Learning format's going to include a video library. We'll have free and paid videos, right? So, we're going to constantly have new video content being created. Some of it will be created by us. Some of it will be created by some of the other professionals that are going to be involved with us. Some of that's going to be free that you can always go reference. Some of it is going to be, a little bit higher tier for you. And we have to pay the people that are producing it. So you'll have to actually pay for those videos. But again, you're going to have, you pick your track, you pick your path, you decide, hey, is that worth it to me or not? Is that I want to go? And obviously not only live stream sessions, right? This is a live stream session now, but one-on-one tutoring with verified instructors, right? So we'll go through the verification process. We'll go for the certification process with them. And then if you determine that, you know what, for this particular thing, for me, I don't need to learn a group setting. I need somebody that I can be one-on-one with. I fire questions and they answer my questions. They walk me through it. They can take me through a little bit slower, hold my hand and make sure I got it. There'll be one-on-one tutoring that's involved as well. And you guys can figure out, again, you'll see the value for that. And you'll see the price for that. And you'll determine, hey, does that make sense for me at this stage? Is that what I need? And if it is what you need, you'll be able to get that there as well. So again, we're going to have all that set up in Sosana School for learners. Now, let me talk to the certified instructors. Those of you who currently right now feel like, you know, you are at a level where you can actually, and I know there's lots of those people here already, you know, there's people here. I'm excited. I'm going to be your student in many of your classes. Okay. I'm excited to learn and peek into the brains of some of the incredible superstars and geniuses that we're attracting to this community. So I'll definitely be a student. I actually one of those weird people. I get excited about learning new stuff. I get excited about being uncomfortable. I definitely get excited about not being the smartest person in the room. You know, I always want to be picking up new things, learning things. But if you want to become a certified instructor, as we're going to have a process for that, right? Whether you're trying to build a side hustle or even a full-time crypto education business, man, once you actually get certified by Sosana to be an instructor, then you're going to have the ability to offer out you know, your knowledge and your, whether it's your videos, your other learning content that you put together, you'll be able to offer it out. Now, you're going to be in our directory. You'll be sitting there tagged as a certified instructor. Your students are going to have the ability to do reviews on you. So you're going to want to do the best job you can. So your reviews are there and they're positive, because people from that point forward, they're going to use that to determine, let's say you're teaching something that 5 other people are teaching. You know, why do I want to come to your, you know, Bitcoin basics when I can go to this guy's Bitcoin basics, right? Who has better reviews. So this is going to create this cream rising to the top kind of thing. We're looking forward to it, but it's going to be awesome. And, you know, first of all, in order to be an instructor, you're going to have to be a premium or a basic affiliate. Obviously, again, if you're watching this now, you're going to have premium level because you're going to be a founder. Complete the onboarding and pass the certification, receive admin approval and badge activation. The badge activation is going to be the thing that we do from our end that allows you to be an instructor, get access to all the tools that instructors will need to go out there and create courses and they create courses and set up reviews and things of that nature. But also it's going to be the thing that kind of signifies to the entire community that you are a certified instructor. So they know that they're dealing with the real deal. Tools are going to include uploadable videos, course playlists, and training series, downloadable files and quizzes and supplementary materials so people can be in your class and you can have stuff already preset for them, so they don't have to worry about taking notes, or it's a note-taking outline that they can hit a button, download it, and now the larger points are already there for them, and they can simply kind of write in some of the other notes they're picking up for some of the granular detail. Very cool. Student review and feedback system, that's going to be critical because we want to know from the community how you're doing, right? That's going to determine whether you're able to keep presenting to the community, et cetera. Live stream scheduling and audience filters, one-on-one tutoring. That's going to be one of the tools you'll be able to set up. Everybody might not want to offer one-on-one tutoring, but if you do, you'll be able to utilize that tool to show your schedule of when you would be available for one-on-one tutoring, what your price structure is, et cetera, et cetera. And then content gated by token balance, badge roll, et cetera, et cetera. You may have stuff you say, listen, guys, this is not for this is for people who are serious right now. This is for people who have kind of come in and they've got a certain amount of holdings and they're looking to figure out how to optimize that, what their strategy is going to be. You know, depending on what you're teaching, et cetera, we're going to allow you to break it down where only certain content that you offer, if you want to, you can set that only certain content is going to be offered to certain people at certain tiers. Okay, which gives people maybe some things to shoot for if they want to be eligible to get into your next thing. So very cool what we're doing and how we've got it set up. And I wanted to give you guys that high level overview because, again, I know there's been a lot of questions about this and a lot of people who don't understand it. And they're like, man, so when I become, when I join as an affiliate, what does that mean? They just call me affiliate and it's it. And I know that's what happens in a lot of other places. It's not what's going to happen here. This will be an ever evolving ecosystem. There are going to be people that are going to look at that already didn't even know any of this. And we're like, I'm going to be a founder, right? Now they know this. They're like, I'm definitely going to be a founder and tell other people. There are going to be people who look at this and say, hey, you know what, that looks cool, but I'm involved in some other stuff now. But then we're going to add something else to the ecosystem, maybe 2 months from now, 3 months from now, and say, oh my God, I wish I was there. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm going to be, it's going to keep growing and keep evolving, right? To become more and more attractive, because what we see is not hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands. We see millions of people becoming a part of the Sosana community, because as they start to understand what's available here, they're going to say, this just makes sense. I got to be a part of this. This just makes sense if I really want to play in this space and I want to do it with the greatest edge and the greatest level of safety. I got to go join the Sosana community. And as they're doing that, and guys, imagine what's going to happen for the people who are holding the token, and for the people who, especially the guys who are here first, the people who are founders, right? Which means you were here first. Imagine what that's going to mean to you when tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, even millions of people are joining the Sosana community. Man, that's why we're excited. That's why we don't sleep. That's why we don't mind doing, I feel sometimes like 30 webinars a day, it's because we understand exactly what's happening here and how powerful this is. Now, let's talk about the affiliate reward program, because I know there's some questions that got generated around this. So I'm going to kind of go through this quickly, and I'm going to cover with you what you should be doing with this information, guys, and then we can wrap up. So, guys, here's the deal, man. Sosana 3-level affiliate plan. So everybody who signs up as an affiliate, right? Even if you sign up as an affiliate because you want all that access and you have no desire to ever tell anybody at all. I don't know why you would think that. I hope after this you're not thinking that way. But we're not making you do anything. You can sign up as an affiliate. You can have all the access, do all the cool things, engage with the community, do all that stuff. But if you do decide to share this with someone, right? And you're going to have an affiliate link that you can share with people that you're talking to about it. And for all of those people that you share the link with, right? Even if you only share it with one person, you're going to earn 20% of what of their startup costs to become an affiliate with Sosana. So if they become a founder, it's $99, just around to 100, that will be $20, right? So just to kind of keep this in your mind, simple math. But here's the exciting part about that. It's paid to you in Sosana tokens. So the reason why there are so many people excited about coming out the gate as fast as possible is because they get it, right? If Sosana tokens are, let's say, at 50 cents, and you sign up one person, right, and you make $20, right? That is 40 Sosana tokens, right? 50 cents, is what a Sosana, and getting $20 worth. That will be 40 Sosana tokens. Now, if that's all you ever did was sign up one person, got 40 Sosana tokens, but the price of Sosana goes from 50 cents to $5, those same 40 tokens now are worth not $20 to you, right? They're now worth $100 to you, right? Because they're now, it's now 10x. So I'm sorry, not $20, $200 to you. My math is bad, right? So $200 to you. So that's why people are excited, because they said, hey, not only do I want to go out and earn more Sosana tokens, I want to earn more Sosana tokens as quickly as possible while the price is lower, because if I'm holding them and the price goes up, that same $20 commission from 2 months ago is $200 today, man, and that just gets more and more exciting. So again, I told you guys, there's different ways to think at different places. In the beginning, you should be thinking about massive token accumulation. People who are thinking about how can I make $5 here or $6 here or $8 here, yeah, they just don't get it. And if that's how you think, that's okay. But I'm telling you, you just don't get it. Right now, it should be about massive token accumulation. How many tokens can you get into your coffers so you're in front of the momentum wave, so that when a momentum wave comes, man, it just explodes what you have. And this is a cool way for people to do it. You also level 2, meaning a person you refer someone, you'll earn 15%. So again, if they were signed up as a founder, about $15, right? And in level 3, also about $15 for founders. Remember, this is going to stay with you though. So even after that founder period has expired, the 48 hours or the 1,000, after that has expired and people start signing up for the basic or the premium, you're going to be paid here based off of what level they're on. And when they're renewing, you're going to be paid based off of what level they're on. And oh, by the way, there's going to be other things that are going to happen when people are actually upgrading this stuff, when they're purchasing different things, et cetera, within the community. We have it set up. Some of those things will be commission driven as well. So there'll be other ways for you to generate commissions, not just when people are getting signed up. So keep that in mind as well. I know that was a question for everyone. Now, for those of you that want to get a little bit more serious, right? And I know we've got some really serious players here that are going to go out and do this. We wanted to actually give you guys some rewards and benefits for going out there and taking this to the world. So if you go out and share Sosana and with 3 people directly and sign up 3 people directly, then you are going to be promoted to our DGen rank. And at DGen rank, you can see you're getting a raise on your first level and your third level. Okay, so you'll go from 20 to 25% now on level 1, which means you'll make 25% for every time you're actually getting somebody started. Also, later on, if those people are buying certain things in the community that are commission driven, you're going to make 25% there as well. And then also, guys, 10% a 10% addition on your third level, giving you an incentive now to start building deep into your team. Because if you think about the way that things grow geometrically, a few refer a few refer a few, you got more people down in your third level than you have on your first level. And we want to make sure that we're incentivizing you to do that. Okay, you don't have to. You don't have to. But this is just for those people who are really into this mode of massive token accumulation, right? So you're going to see a lot of people doing this very, very quickly. The next level up is called Hodler, and this is for real builders. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. This is for people who are really excited. Now, I'm not saying it's just people who have built really big in the back, in the past. I'm saying for people who right now are looking at Sosana and they're saying, this is that thing that I've been waiting for. This is the thing that I can be excited about, I can be proud of, and I can feel like this is that real shot at real potential financial security for me and my family. And I'm going to go out and I'm going to tell the world, okay, guys, as a hodler, become a hodler, you're going to go out and refer just 10 people. I know there's a lot of people refer tons of people already to the community, but refer just 10 people personally who sign up as an affiliate as well. And then have a total of 100 affiliates on your team. Now, here's what I want to keep in mind. A couple of things. Number one, okay, we're only showing you a 3-level deep compensation, but we will do the calculation through infinity. So it's not that you have to have 100 people compressed into your first 3 levels, right? They could actually be through 5 levels or 10 levels or 20 levels. And the other part I want you to understand is simply this, is that you can't count more than 30 affiliates from any of your legs. So no more than 30 can count from any one leg. I'm showing an example where you have 30 here, 30 here, 30 here, 5 here, 5 here. You would actually now have your 100, no more than 30 being counted from any group. And you would actually be considered at that point a hodler. The reason why, in case you don't understand, why are they only going to, because here's what we wanted to avoid. You go out and you get started. You enroll me. I enroll Mark. Mark enrolls Dave. Dave enrolls Keith Lacey. Keith Lacey enrolls the professor. The professor enrolls 10,000 people. And all of us, even though the rest of us above the professor only actually introduce one person, we all get promoted to hodler and get all those benefits. We wanted to make sure that if you're going to get to this level and get the benefits that come with this level, you actually went out and you did some extra effort to achieve it. So that's why you can't count more than 30 people just for promotion, for this promotional rank. You can't count more than 30 people from a leg. They're all still your people, by the way. If professor, you enroll a professor and he goes out and recruits 1 million people, well, that's great. You got 1 million people on your team. But if that's all you got is one person, you still won't be hodler. So just keep that in mind, guys. What we're going to do is give you a raise though, on your third level, because without question, if you got 100 people on your team and you got 30 being counted from a leg, you are definitely down through 3 levels or more at that point. And we're going to start paying you the most amount of money where you have the most amount of people coming from. And remember, I say money, but it's not money. It's actually Sosana tokens. So if you're in a massive accumulation mode, you want to actually get moved forward as quickly as you can. Finally, the top rank is going to be the whale rank, guys. And it's simple. You'll have the 10 front line, and then you're going to have at least 3 hodlers on your team in separate organizations. In other words, you're not going to go out and recruit one person who becomes a hodler. They recruit a hodler. They create a hodler who creates a hodler. You need to have at least 3 hodlers in separate legs. Again, this is calculated through infinity, so they don't have to be front line to you, second level, third level, whatever. But 3 hodlers in separate legs, that's going to actually promote you up to well. This is a person who's building not only a team, but they're also building a level of duplication that has a lot of value to us. And we're going to talk about duplication here in a second, but that's why there's a reward there. This person gets more on their second level and more on their third level. And guys, you may have noticed something here, but you're going to be getting paid more on your third level than you get paid on your first level. Now, why? Because trust me, you want this, right? Because this is where there's going to be a lot of action happening. And we want to make sure that you're getting the highest level of compensation where the most amount of action is happening for you. So those are the three advancement ranks there. Again, you're starting off unranked at 20, 15, and 15. Degen, then hodler, then whale. We're increasing consistently to keep bumping you up and giving you more and more incentive and more reward for bringing extraordinary value to what's happening. Finally, one thing that we're going to be adding here very soon are bonus pools. One for the hodler, a bonus pool, and also a bonus pool for the whales. And the reason why we decided to do this is because, again, it is a 3-level affiliate program, and we wanted to keep that tight. We wanted to stay within the rules and laws and you know the confines of being an affiliate program. But again, we also wanted to make sure that the hodlers and the whales knew if you're all in with us, we're all in with you, right? So you're going to be able to share in bonus pools that are representative of all of the volume that is coming through from all of Sosana, not just your Sosana team, but the entire Sosana global family. And if eventually Sosana spreads to Mars, we'll actually include the Mars volume in there as well, guys. So this is something that's going to be really cool and really lucrative. And again, another opportunity for you as a hodler, as a whale, to be able to accumulate Sosana tokens. And we want to make sure, man, that listen, if Sosana is doing well, you're doing extremely well, right? So it gives you the incentive to want to go out there and do the things that are right for the community, do the things that are right for the token, et cetera, and live the lifestyle based off of having that type of attitude. So this is just to show our appreciation and you know, to reward you for all the incredible things you're doing. What's amazing to me is already, guys, I see so many of you who have just provided extraordinary effort, man. And I know, you know, if we don't say thank you all the time, it's charged to our hearts and not to charged to our heads, not to our hearts. That's all I'm saying, man, because we are so appreciative. We talk about this offline all the time, that we've got the greatest community that we've ever seen, and we're just getting started. But we're excited about you guys because we know like attracts like. So if we have these incredible human beings here in the beginning, they're going to attract other people like that, and we're going to have an incredible run. With that said, guys, I want to just talk about what's next. What do I do with this information? Okay, I'm hearing it now. I'm looking at it now. Man, what do I do now, right? So here's a couple things. Number one, if you are not currently pre-enrolled, because we are pre-enrolling people, even though we're not launching until the end of the month, guys, we have pre-enrolling links that are circulating out there from the leadership. Get the pre-enrolling link from the person who invited you to the Sosana community. If they don't have one, just who invited you, and eventually you'll find who invited them that has a pre-enrolling link, and get yourself enrolled, because you want to start team building now. You don't want to wait. Remember, there's going to be a really tight window for people to be founders, right? So why would you wait until we launched it, and then you got to run out to everybody and try to convince them in 48 hours to see it, watch it, make a decision on it, whatever. Start enrolling as many people as you can now. I'm going to show you this in a second, but share your Sosana, share the Sosana story with as many people as you can. And keep in mind, you'll want to move with a sense of urgency, because you want to get your entire team stacked up. Think about what that's going to be like if you have, you know, that 50 people, 100 people, 500 people, 1,000 people already all kind of signed up for free, that are all excited to become affiliates. And then all of a sudden we open the affiliate program. They all go buy their affiliate package, right? Their founders package. And all those commissions come rolling to you in one day. In one day, guys, all those commissions in Sosana, it would depend on what your wallet balance is right now. It could, you know, 2x it, 5x it, 10x it, 20x it at the same exact time as the Sosana token is getting a lot of buy pressure and going up. That would be amazing for you, okay? And we want you to have that type of amazing experience, because we want to be able to share your amazing story. So that's the first thing I'd be thinking. Secondly, if you're not from the space, and for those of you that do this all the time, guys, close your eyes. This is for everybody else, but I want to make sure, because I know we're always assuming that everybody knows what they're doing, but then we see, and you know that sometimes other people are like, man, I don't understand all of this. I don't know exactly what to do. How do I get started? So I'm just going to say, man, use a simple system, right? The system that is the simplest and it has worked since the beginning of time. The only thing that's changed maybe is how people are doing this, like they're using technology and everything, but it's still the same system. List, expose, follow up, and sort, man. That's it, man. List, expose, follow up, and sort. You guys will notice it doesn't say list, expose, follow up, and close. I think that a lot of people, that's kind of where they've gotten lost at. I always say amateurs convince, but professionals sort. You know, your job right now is not to waste a lot of your time convincing people that they should do Sosana. Your job is simply to expose them as quickly as you can in the most applicable way, right? And then follow up with them and say, hey, you know, whatever you did, you sent them a map presentation. Hey, did you see that? Okay, you know, what did you like best? You know, that's it. You know, say, hey, do you see an opportunity for yourself? That's it. If they say yes, get them your pre-enrolling link and get them in position and let them know that they want to start going and doing the same thing, because when we launch, they want to be in position for a big windfall. That's it, guys. If they say, hey, maybe I got some questions, get them onto one of the AMAs, get them into the Telegram group where they can ask their questions, get them with the person or, you know, who actually referred you or who referred that person, whatever, that really knows what's going on in his experience here, that can answer their questions. And if they say, no, I don't think it's for me, say that's okay. Everything's not for everybody, but who do you know? Ask for a referral. Who do you know that's looking for a quality crypto project that can potentially create some serious financial revenue for them here in the near future, as well as in the deep future? And just ask them, and they'll say, oh, you know, my cousin, man, he loves doing crypto. Great. Connect me to your cousin, right? That's it. So you don't have to try to convince the people who say no, right? Because a lot of those people will change their minds later. Don't beat them up about it. Just get a referral and keep it moving and keep building that as quickly as you can. Don't get into the convince mode, getting into the sorting mode. Remember that if you want to build this quickly, if you want to go very quickly to being a degen, to being a hodler, to being a whale, right? It's going to be all about duplication. And one of the most brilliant things I ever heard and I ever learned about duplication is about the psychology of people. And you need to keep this in mind when you're going out there and you're actually talking to people about Sosana or any opportunity in the future that you're trying to build that requires you to enroll other people. Whenever you approach someone about an opportunity, whether they're thinking it consciously or subconsciously, they're asking themselves three questions, right? Question number one is, can I do what you just did? This is important, right? Because if they don't feel, if you're like the greatest orator in the world and you do this amazing explanation to them and you explain everything in detail, in their brain, they're thinking, Matt, you are going to do amazing at that, but I could never, ever do what you just did. So it's not going to work for me. That's what's happening inside their brain, either at a conscious level or a subconscious level. These are some of the reasons that people say no. So you really need to understand this, that whatever it is that you're doing, you want to keep it applicable. The best thing you could do is simply share a video with them, invite them to an AMA, let them talk, let them talk to somebody on your team who knows more about this than you, etc. Because in doing it that way, they're like, I could do that. I could send somebody a video. I could send somebody to a website. I can, very, very easy to do. So think about that. The second question they're going to ask is, do I have time to do what you just did? So first of all, can I do it? And then do I have time to do it? Maybe I can do what you just did, but it took you 4 hours to explain Sosana to me. I don't have 4 hours to go out and try to explain something to someone. That's never, ever going to work in a billion years. So they're just saying, hey, not for me, man. Who has time? Who has time to do the business like that? So that is definitely not going to work for me. And then the third question, and this is a critical one, guys. This is a critical question. Would I mind doing what you just did to me, to my friends, family, and contacts? That is huge, man. I'm telling you, there's been just study after study after study that has shown that the majority of, if not all of, these super sales guys, the guys that everybody looks up to and admires, who writes all the books and makes millions of dollars writing books on how to close everybody and how to do this and how to do that. Those guys have joined networking companies and they got their lunch handed to them. You know why? Because nobody, even if you're great, even if you can shoot down every objection that I have and finally paint me into a corner and get me to a point where I say, yes, I will buy whatever you're selling if you would just stop. Even if you can do that with me, there's no way I'm going to want to go do that to the people that I care about and the people that I know. So those guys, they traditionally got involved in these networking companies. They were able to go out and recruit 1,000 people wide and one level deep, because none of the people that they ever got in ever wanted to go do to their contacts what was just done to them. So can I do what you just did? Keep it applicable. Use tools, use videos, use your upline support team. Do I have time to do what you did? Man, pique people's interest. Don't beat people up. Keep it short, simple, to the point. Get them excited enough to want to go see more. And would I mind doing it? Don't ever make someone feel like you're trying to run over them. If they're not open, if it's not for them, remember, just sort. They say, no, I'm not interested, or no, ask them for a referral and keep it moving. But don't beat them up or make them feel bad, because even if you beat them into a submission and they sign up, they're never going to talk to anybody. You get no duplication, guys. The final thing is be excited. This is the catch-all, because I know, sometimes people see all this information. Some of you are looking at all the different things that were included in the affiliate, right? You're like, oh my God, I had no idea it was that much. Oh my God, I'm just overwhelmed. How am I remember all that stuff? You're not going to remember it all. And that's okay. That's okay, man. People are more impressed by the height of your enthusiasm than the depth of your knowledge anyway. If you can't remember all that stuff, if you can't remember how to explain the DGen voter bonus, if you can't remember, you can remember this. You can remember why you are excited about being a part of Sosana, right? Just be excited. Get good at telling your story. And oh, by the way, when I say be excited, I mean be your version of excited, right? And you don't have to be like me. Like if you're a kind of person who you never ever show any enthusiasm, excitement, even a little bit, just walk up to somebody, say Sosana, and give them the thumbs up, and it'll probably make them, they're like, oh my God, it must be amazing, right? And just be your level of excited and intense, because that is going to want to get people to take a look. And that's all you're looking for. You want people to become aware of Sosana. You want them to take a look. I promise you, we believe in our community enough that once people actually take a look at this and see what it is, they're going to say over and over again, because this is the number one thing I hear when we talk to Sosana about people, we talk to people about Sosana, is who wouldn't want to do that? So we're quite confident that if you get them into our sphere, they're going to become a person saying who wouldn't want to do that. And that's going to allow you, again, to get them enrolled. And that's going to help you guys. And by doing that, you're setting yourself up to win. Remember, time is of the essence. And that's what I want you to understand. Don't be one of those people that say, hey, man, the moment that this thing launches, I'm going to start talking to people, because you are not being fair to those people. Give them the chance to put themselves in position now so they are guaranteed to be a founder, and then give them the chance to offer the founders program to as many people as they know who can put themselves in position now, and so on and so on and so on. You'll never have this moment again. So make sure you really capitalize on it, because if you do, and if you do it right, when we launch that affiliate program, it should be one of the most financially rewarding days of your life. Keep that in mind. That's why you want to be excited. That's why you want to be driven. But that's why you also want to do it systemically, and you want to make sure you're doing it duplicably, so you can have the best possible result, and your results will get you even more excited. So guys, with that said, hopefully that actually answered a lot of your questions around the affiliate ecosystem, put you in a place where you're able to now start to understand what's going on. I can stop sharing here for a second. And I just want to do that. And I'm going to, let me say, stop.
Recording stopped.
The recording. Okay, awesome. So guys, listen, man, I don't know, I'm going to go to the Telegram group, guys. Let me know if you found that helpful, because if you found that helpful, that's going to be there to get you guys going. Will there be a company rotator that we can purchase signups from? I'm sure there will be a company rotator that will produce leads, and there will be a way to do that. That is going to be part of our plan. I'm not going to say you're going to purchase signups from that, because again, we're not going to guarantee whether somebody's going to sign up or not. But yes, you will have leads that will pop in there. Guys, listen, we're going to have that. Thank you, guys. I appreciate the people saying in the Telegram group. It was super helpful. That's cool. But yeah, listen, we're going to have a lot of different things in there for you, right? Including that that lead rotation system, et cetera, for people. Even this presentation that we just did, we have it recorded. So we'll be able to offer this out as a tool for people who weren't able to be here live tonight, guys. But our goal, man, is to do everything that we can think of, right? And there are some, there are some brilliant marketing minds that are attached to this. Some brilliant marketing minds, and even the most brilliant marketing minds that are a part of this team are also very open marketing minds. So they're going to take a lot of a lot of input and a lot of suggestions from the community. That's what's so awesome about community. We can all learn together, and there's so many things we're gonna do. And I'll just tell you guys, just think about this.